Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from deep profile, sharp and clean by every buyer. He conquers the markets, he turns water into wine. His timing flows where chaos turns divine. Cut sharp enough to time the sign. Yeah, this man's no common trader. He commands the market's numbers. We call him Chef Bailey. The market bends beneath his flame. Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from deep profile, sharp and clean by every buyer. Markets move, they twist and swing. Every tick can burn or bring. Ryan keeps calm, he trusts his thing. The charts tell him everything. But when T1 makes ding, 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 the futures spread their hidden wing. And he is ready for anything. Vic's still looking like a restless king. Fear and greed run through the wire.
Ready to stop guessing and start growing as a trader? Welcome to Vici Trading Solutions, a community built by real traders for serious learners. We don't just post trades, we teach the why behind every move. With a full education section and daily breakdowns, you'll start seeing the market like a pro. You won't be trading alone. Inside the Vici Discord, you're surrounded by committed traders, from futures pros to rising crypto specialists, all learning and winning together. Gain first access to our exclusive indicators, powerful tools used daily by hundreds across TradingView and beyond. These aren't gimmicks, they're built to sharpen your edge. Each morning, our founder posts a full trading plan for the S&P 500 or NASDAQ and calls out the levels he's watching live. No fluff, just clarity. Education, tools, community. Whether you trade futures, stock, or crypto, Vici gives you the foundation and firepower to grow. Join Vici, trade smarter, conquer the markets.
And we're back. It's Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Just chilling today. It was an amazing day, actually. I hope everyone was able to make the best of it. The trade plan was from Sunday, and so I hope everybody got a chance to take advantage of that. We absolutely slayed it in the Discord room. We had it right from the jump, which was awesome. And so we're going to get into that. I was a little worried that, there wasn't going to be a lot to talk about. And I started to go through exactly, what the trade plan said. And then, of course, how it played out and what we did in the Discord. And man, there's quite a bit to talk about. So let's get into it. And I've got some other stuff to show you as well. We had an exciting thing happen today. Once again, our 80% rule played out. Perfect. So before we get into that, as usual, guys, please follow me on all social channels here. It is YouTube, Substack, X, and TradingView. It is all Ryan Bailey Edge across all of them. Keep it super simple, very easy to remember, very easy to find. I've got some indicators on TradingView you're definitely going to want, especially if you're an intraday trader. And then, of course, another one that we're going to talk about today that, of course, played out absolutely perfect again. And this is free for all Substack subscribers. So totally worth it if you guys are Substack subscribers, and we'll get into that soon. Also on X and Substack, actually, and YouTube as well, if you are not currently a Substack subscriber, you will see a link in this post below. On X, it's actually in the comments. And click on that. It'll take you to a landing page. Sign up for 30 free days of the trade plans. Amazing stuff we're doing here, guys. And for 30 free days, literally in 1 or 2 days, you could pay for a whole year or more worth of this. So giving you 30 days worth of ammo to come through swinging. So make sure you sign up for that. And I'll actually just show you where it takes you, just so you know exactly what's up. It will take you to this site here. all you do is punch in your email and it comes straight to me, and I will get you queued up for a month. So you don't want to miss that. So let's get into it. So I've got a lot of stuff here and I'm not really even sure where to begin. So let me just kind of go with the flow here, and you're gonna have to bear with me. We're gonna start as usual with the market context. And this was right out of the plan on Sunday. Talking about we've had nothing but an insane push since April, and we have no reason to believe that we're going to go any other direction. We're up on the weekly, daily, 4-hour, 1-hour time frames. This means that we are bullish until proven otherwise. I can get in here and read all this stuff for you, but basically it was really all about, still looking up. And this week we had the previous weekly value area at 69.8850. And this is going to come into context because I'm going to show you actually some things came to fruition last night and they played perfect. And then this morning we were able to capture on the pullback. So we had that previous weekly value area high at 88.50. If they pull below this, we have some serious issues because I didn't have anything tested for some time. But the final thoughts is we are up and we are bullish till proven otherwise. Once again, I gave everybody the disclaimer about this 83, 88, 83, 77 area, right? But just keep in mind that even if we pull back a couple hundred points, guys, we are still up, up, up and away. So nothing to worry about there. I actually went through and captured a few cool screenshots from the video that was done on Sunday. And so I'll show you this. This was from the weekly TPO, guys. This is from the video that I drew out. And I said, hey, listen, if we come underneath this previous weekly value area high, we could start to fill this area in. And you can see I kind of drew it in. Well, guess what? Here we are today. As you can see, we started, we basically started down here. This was our open. But what did we do? Well, we came in here and we filled this up. The profile, the weekly profile told us that we had some inefficiencies in there. And so they did exactly what we anticipated. And they came in here and they started to fill this up, just like we talked about. So that was awesome. I was glad to see that happen. I knew it was going to be a magnet, and it certainly was. And once again, like I said, they opened here and we just pushed up the entire day, which was insane open actually. But again, the trade plan and the market analysis was correct regardless. So good stuff. Now, let me see what else I can find. I got a bunch of stuff here. So let's go ahead and start with, what should we do? Let's start with the VIX here. I got a couple pictures of the VIX, and I think this is important to show you guys here. Yeah, this works. Okay. So we talked about, actually, let me do this one. This is going to be kind of, I got it backwards, but it's okay. The picture's backwards. So this was the analysis from Sunday. We talked about this big 1573 was our above below pivot. And obviously this 1422 weekly has been big for a long time. And my big upside target, as long as we pushed up above the 1573 weekly, was this daily weekly spot at 1635 and the weekly at 1651. Well, we gapped into it this morning. When I came to the computer, we were sitting right here. And actually, I'll show you, this picture is a lot better. And I told everybody in the Discord room at 7:30 this morning that the VIX sellback has already started. The question is, what happens when we get to the 1573 daily? Well, as you guys know, just from looking at this picture, we continue to bleed off, which was very much expected. And a push below the 1573 was just a major catalyst for our push up today and brought us right back into the 1493 daily, and is where we sit once again. Remember, this used to be our monster pivot for a while. Then we moved it up to 1573. And now, once again, now all this is tested. Now 1573 is still important to us, but now we have this big pivot here. And now our only overhead resistance is way up higher. So really nice to see the VIX play out just like we anticipated. People talk and say you can't chart VIX. Well, guess what? We do it every single day, and you guys see it work every single day. This is my right hand over here. ES is in my left. SPX is somewhere right in the middle. And then VIX is, of course, the right hand. I'm always watching this just to give me some overall context. I've told you guys before, I don't use VIX to trade tick for tick. But if I know we're coming off something serious and we start to get above or below areas, then I start to look for potential reversals or even just ideas on which way we should be pointed. And again, we knew we were pointed up. VIX popped into untested daily, started to sell back, which it does it's pretty typical every single Monday we do this. They usually gap up due to just hedging over the weekend. And then, of course, we had the sell-off this morning. We were down 40 points or 35 when the market opened. So VIX was elevated, but they knew they were going to hold. We had a great idea they were going to hold. And so we'll get into that right now. So just to start you out fresh and right here. So obviously, there was no AM trade plan. Everything was essentially from the weekend review. And so this was flat out from the Discord. I wanted to show you guys what the Discord members see. So this is about 7:30 in the morning. We talked about us being technically weak underneath those 80s area. And I said, we're technically weak, but we're still holding the 4-hour leg, right? This is the 4-hour leg, pointed out for everybody. They have not lost in any time frame. I mean, they lost on the 1 hour, but I don't care about that. And they only lost in the 1 hour. So support on the 4-hour and higher are still pointed up for now, which is all we care about. And of course, as you guys know, we went zoom, zoom, zoom. So this was the second thing I put out in the Discord. And this is the after picture. Pardon my lines. I didn't clean it up for you guys. You're grown-ups. You understand what a chart looks like before it's been cleaned up. So this was at 9:10, just sat down. So by default, we could go up, but either way, we are boxed in on the 4-hour. A breakout over 69.71 should send us back up. And you'll see this was the 4-hour here at 71, and this was the one that we were holding. I know the picture's unclear. It's just the way that it came out. But I went ahead and drew it for you, 69.71. The moment we popped that, we literally just ripped face. Now, I'll admit, I didn't catch the breakout. I was looking for a back test of 78 or 71, so that wasn't my jam, but there was a lot of guys in the room who caught this breakout. They were already looking up. They were go, 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 and so some really nice money was made on this way up. But most importantly, we had the direction nailed from the jump, and this is just as important as trading it because, being down 40 points in the AM, I could see a lot of people getting caught off sides thinking, oh, we're down pre-market. Oh, it's 40 points. And oh, let me short the most recent resistance. We didn't have that issue in our room. We knew what way we were going. The process told us which way to go. So whether we caught the breakout or not is irrelevant. What I do know for a fact is we didn't get caught off sides, which is just as important as everything else. And so that was super duper awesome. Good day there all around. So I do want to show you guys this as well. So this push that we had right at the open, check this out. So I believe, again, this was the open here. And I'll try to zoom in so that you can see here. We had this daily marked, obviously, as you know, I put these dailies or this SPX stuff in the Discord, in the trade plans for everybody. This was our 69.36 daily. You can see the pink level here, right here. And ultimately, this is it. We opened above it, back tested, and the moment we played that, we just took off. And this looks so different than ES, obviously, because this is RTH only. But we basically back tested this daily, and then we just rip-faced the new highs. And this was, again, like I said, I'm always watching SPX. You guys hear me talk about it all the time. We had VIX smack the daily and was doing the typical sell back. And then we've got SPX coming off the daily down here. And so, we're looking up, right? We're looking up. We haven't lost on the 4-hour, the daily. All signs point to more up, which we absolutely did get. And so obviously knowing that we haven't lost and we're coming off the daily and VIX is coming down, it was every reason to be pointed up and not short. And these are just things, highlights that I wanted to show you guys exactly how we use the trade plans, how we use the levels, and how beneficial the Discord room is obviously to everyone there, as I try to do my best to keep everybody pointed in the right direction, as that's my job, so making sure everybody makes money is what it's all about. And so I will actually show you guys where I was able to get in this. Let's check this out. Oh, I forgot about this one. So look, check this. Again, I have a lot of content I made for you guys. So this was from the video. So check this out. So right here, I pointed out in the video, I drew this, took a little picture, and I'm like, hey, listen, if we get underneath this 88, right? Look what this says. We can come all the way down because it's tested. And look what we came down to. We literally came down to the literal spot where was the lows? The 69.54. As soon as we broke that 88, we came down here, which was crazy, or was it 88.98, something like that. Came down here and played this. And I just wanted to show you, it just made me laugh when I saw this, because we literally drew exactly the spot where it needed to get below. And I circled exactly the spot to where it might come, which is so funny. And then we held it, obviously, and then made a new high on the day. So all those things in confluence. And I just wanted to show you exactly how on point these weekend reviews are, the trade plans are. I mean, it's just crazy to me. It still surprises me time and time again. So pretty wild. All right. So that was good stuff. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this. This is excellent stuff here. Let's go ahead and see what this is. Okay. We talked about the breakout. Okay. So here we go. This was the other thing. All right. So I posted in both Discord and Substack that we triggered the 80% rule today. As you guys can see, we actually triggered the 80% rule. And this is the indicator that I am giving for free to all Substack subscribers. If you are a paying Substack subscriber, hit me up, shoot me a DM, give me your TradingView username. I didn't even have TradingView on ES. I set these alerts. They automatically come up. You could see at 10:30 this morning, our 80% rule was confirmed. It gave us the entry of 69.99 and told us that here is the target at 15. Guys, this is with a nice 15-point score here. And then, of course, at 122, boom, target achieved. I mean, this is a trade that you can't afford to live without. I mean, anytime something has an 80% win rate, you better take it. 8 out of 10 times, you're making money. I mean, we don't have those kind of odds normally in trading, and this should get everyone excited. And I'll just show you exactly how this worked for those of you who are unfamiliar with this. So basically how this trade works is you want to open outside the previous day's value area. And of course, my pen doesn't work. Lo and behold, would you believe it or not? All right, let me reset this stupid thing and try this again here. All right, so the concept is, and you see that blue A there, that's where we opened. So you basically want to open outside the previous day's value, okay? And you want to move up into the previous day's value and spend 2 or more periods. So that would be A period and B period. And the moment you go into C period, you officially have the entry. And that would have been right here, as you can see, at 95, which is exactly what this says, okay? And the target would be the value area high. And up here, for me, it was 70.16. And for this, it says 70.15.75, right? And what did they do? Well, they achieved it. They absolutely did hit it. They ended up moving up. It took a while, but they took absolutely no heat on this and made it all the way up. As you can see here, this is my picture, and it looks like my indicator on Sierra charts was slightly off. I have some work to do this week to get mine fixed for my personal use. Mine didn't trigger till 7,000, but it took us all the way up to 70.16 like we called. And there was a massive call wall at 70.15, which was perfect. It's a great place for a target. It all makes sense, right? Value area high, and a call wall sounds great. So super. So did that play out? You damn well better believe it played out. But did I get it? Well, that is actually the only trade I got. So I did not buy down here at 95 when it triggered. Probably should have. And I didn't buy it 7,000 when it triggered. Actually, I bought the 7,004, and I'll show you exactly where that comes from. And actually, let me show you on my chart real quick. You'll have to pardon my mess here, guys. I did not clean this up for you. So here was the leg down from the previous evening, right here at 7,004. Just because we get an 80% rule, that doesn't mean, for me at least, that does not mean I just flat out hit the market button. I am not doing that whatsoever. So what happened was we had a big, strong 1 hour close above our 7,004. You could see I was talking about how SPX was playing perfectly. And I'm still eyeing the 404.75 long. I hate buying the highs, but it's literally the only process in trade I have unless we come lower. So as you can see here, I had a resting order sitting there, letting everybody know as usual. And guys, that is how I trade this. I am not a market order kind of guy. If I have a level and it's in process, I set a resting order. I wait for price to come to me. I chill. I set my resting orders and I chill. I had that resting order there almost 2 hours before I got filled on my 5-tick front run. You could see right here that they played the 7,475 to the tick, literally to the tick, and we walked all the way up. I actually was a little concerned about some overhead resistance. So you can see I had my first target at 1350 and my second target was at 16. And we were able to achieve both of those on the push up, which was awesome. And, just to kind of show you guys how this is played or how I play it, just because we got the buy signal doesn't mean I just hit buy. 80% is still mean there's a 20% failure rate. Okay. So what I do is I let it tell me, hey, this is what's up. And then I look for a potential entry. So for me, the potential entry was the back test of the 4 hour, which essentially told me that once we were to close up here, I assumed that we would make new highs above the 1750, which we did, which brings us to the next thing, which is pretty funny. This is actually the options levels that I put out every single day in the trade plan. On Mondays, I actually release them for everybody. I post them on Twitter. I post them on Substack. You guys have probably seen them. I always say, here's some GEX levels for my ES peeps. Well, this is it, guys. And so I marked these on my chart. As you can see, this was the 70-15. And then, of course, you got the 70-25, which is a massive open interest area here. Biggest open interest on the map. Now, here's the great part. What was the high today? 70-25 to the tick, which is pretty sweet. So definitely happy about that. I was super stoked to see that play out well. Obviously, as you can see, here was the 70-15 where we ended up taking most of our profits for the 10-point target. And there are some people in the room, one in particular who I'll show you soon. He held all the way to 70-25 and got flat. He literally got the high tick of the day. Mr. Shees, holla back, Shees. Well done, brother. Good job, man. Good job. So this was an epic day. We had a solid day. Again, the room, my money printers were showing out. We did our thing. And so I'm just going to go ahead and give these guys a root of applause. This was me. I did $3,900 and actually took my target a little early, which was unfortunate. I should have had more like $5,000. Then we got Shees. Look at Shees. Now Shees he did $2,628 on ES only today. My man Shees is a big NQ guy. He is an NQ tick monster. He does very well. He trades the process, and the process is essentially works on any time frame. So he uses the higher and then looks at the lower and then kind of works his magic there. And I asked him, what are you doing with this Vici account? Are you doing the trade plans in the 80%? And he says, yes, only ES and only the levels in the trade plans. He is absolutely crushing it with this Top Step account. He did $2,600 today based off of the trade plans only and the options levels. He is the guy that took the 25 target today. So congratulations, C's. Big salute to you, brother. Here is my man, my OG. This is Bryce. Bryce doing the number as usual. I've talked about Bryce quite a few times. Bryce is a new member here. He is a new course holder. He just started doing the trade plans and he is fucking murdering it. So good job, Bryce. Congratulations. Bryce is even to the point now where he wants to start doing copy trading and start trading a live account. I mean, he is making some progress that is out of this world. So big salute to Bryce. Bryce, you are outstanding and I am proud of you as can be. And once again, my man Zoog, the O-Jizzle. O-Jizzle putting up 200 points on ES. Yes, they're micros, big fucking deal. We're still talking about $1,000 almost in ES for micros. So very well done, Zoog. Everybody loved that 80% trade. I know Zoog actually should have had a lot more points today. He only took a partial at 25. Thinking it was going to go higher, and it actually pulled back quite a bit on him. But hey, listen, 200 points is nothing to gawk at. So congratulations, Zoog. Very proud of you. This is great stuff. And so also, just to let you know, guys, I am unable to see the Substack who's here. I know we have a whole house full, and I know that you guys always have comments. I just want to let you know I can't see you right now for whatever reason. Substack, when I stream, has been having some issues, and so I apologize about that. So, just wanted to kind of put that out there. So that is it for the ES today. I want to show you guys some special stuff here that I've put out to the, both to the Substack, both free and paid, and the whole 9 yards. You guys are probably going to recognize this when this comes up. And I'll just show you right now. So I did a lot of content over the weekend, and I had some issues. Well, I didn't have issues. I ran out of time, and I didn't get a chance to do one on hymns, right? We've been watching hymns. And so I wanted to let the subscribers know that I was all over this before I had a chance to put a trade plan, or before I had a chance to do a post on it, which I ended up actually making a post on this midday, because it was relatively slow. ES was just grinding. So this was hymns. We ended up getting some fills at $30, which was like literally the low. And so I did a post on this, and I'll go ahead and show you what's up with that as well. And the other one that I wanted to show you guys, let me back this out a little bit so it's not, and we're going to talk about this right now. And again, I want to just point this out for you guys. If I make a comment about something, there's a very good chance I am taking this trade. And so here we are, Pyxis 5 days ago. This is a biotech stock that I have played multiple times, me and Zug, and they fell hard, but yet came down, held the lows, held the weekly, held the monthly. And so I was excited about that, right? And so let's just go ahead and show you guys what's cooking. And for those of you guys who are subscribers, I highly recommend, if you're a stock trader or you have some stock swings going on, here is the hymns thing that I put out. It was real quick. It was literally a 3-minute video just to show you guys what was cooking. But we are in hymns. We are up really nice today. This thing had a 10% pop from the lows. As you can see here, this is an awesome monthly leg. This is that stock. Hims is the company that does the hair loss and ED, and they sell ED pills, and they sell Ozempic and all kinds of stuff for both men and women. Anyways, long story short, I really liked this spot. This is a textbook spot for me. And so we are in this right now. I'll just show you. Actually, it happened so fast. I had my first fill at $30, which was damn near the lows. And then I ended up adding into it once I realized, because I got a fill, right? And I looked over, I'm like, it was like, doo-doo-doo. And so I looked over, and it was like, you're up $80 already. I'm like, already? It's been like 3 seconds. Well, they swept, they filled me literally at the low, popped. I ended up adding some more around 370 or 380. It brought my average down to 340. And so I'm just kind of keeping an eye on this, where we're going. Our first area of resistance is this 3350 to, let's just call it 3396 spot. This is going to be a big spot for us. And I will probably trim here as well. But this actually has the promise to really produce something nice. I don't see any reason why this can't come back to $45 given a due time. Okay. The other one, and I'll go ahead and show you this one. This is Pyxis. I put it out there for you guys, 100% just in the fucking in the notes. This thing's cruising. So I got in a little bit late. I'm in it from $1.42. The moment I actually put that post out, we're already up to $2 here. I'm going to trim half off at 100% gain at around 280. And so we are cruising there as well. I know there are some people who actually do pay attention to the things that I post, and they are making that money. And so we are good there. That's what's up. I'm happy about that. The other one that I wanted to talk about was this wheat stock, MSOS. As you guys know, I was looking to buy this 430 weekly and this 401 weekly down here. We actually played the 430 perfect. I mean, couldn't have been any better. They played it. They based out. And I'll admit, I forgot to set my orders at 430. And when I noticed what was happening, it was around in here 460, what have you. Well, I waited for a while to see if we were going to drip down. In here, I've actually still got orders resting for 250 shares down here, but it may or may not happen. So I bought half, not even a quarter position. I bought 250 shares. I'm in somewhere around 470 average, just in case this thing goes. I have seen this weekly touch in this base sideways before a pop more times than I can count. And so I wanted to at least get in a little bit of this position. And just so you guys know, this whole cannabis rescheduling thing is supposed to happen before the end of the month. Apparently, Trump put a deadline on it for Bondi, and who knows if it's actually going to play out that way. But all I know is that it's damn near the middle of the month. And so I wanted to make sure that I was in a position, and I wouldn't be surprised if they still played 401, but you never know. This thing looks like it's cruising right now. Look on the daily time frame. We played that 401 perfect. And so, we could smack here or even the 570s. It's hard to tell. But right now, this is a long-term hold for me. Always has been, as you guys know. My first target's around $9, and then my second target is up here around almost 12. And then obviously I want to let some go. So that's what we got, guys. I have really just kind of thrown you all the juice. Today was amazing in ES. The weekend review was awesome. And the Discord room, we crushed it. And then, of course, threw out some really good bangers here on the stock side. The MSOS is up, 60, 70% already. And HIMS is up 10% already from the low fill today. I can't even believe it. I was so excited when I looked at my P&L and saw where it was at. So again, please make sure you have your alerts on. Be looking for my stuff on Substack. I am really focusing on Substack notes. I am not getting very much traction at all on X. It is just such a cesspool, and I hate it. It's a lot of look at me's and a lot of just really negative stuff. And so I am really going to work on 2026 to make a slow gravitation away from that and really put forth a lot of effort on Substack. So please check out the Substack notes, especially in the middle of the day. If I don't get a chance to post something like an actual, like today, the HIMS, I immediately wanted to put a notes out there so that the subscribers knew what was cracking. And so that was, something that you guys should keep tabs on. So if you are not subscribed to the trade plans, make sure you check this link, sign up for 30 free days. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you made your money back the first week and made your money back. It's free. Made your money for a whole year in the first week and kind of go from there. So I really appreciate everyone showing up today. We have a full house, which is awesome. And I will be here the same time, same channel tomorrow. And tomorrow I will have those trade plans in your inbox before 8:30 tomorrow morning. We have red tag news Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The rest of the week is sure to get a shake as we're sitting at all-time highs once again, and the VIX is low. Anything can bust off. Just remember, we can go down a long way, and we're still very much bullish. So be looking to the upside. No reason to get shook out yet. And we generally do start to see weakness towards the third week of January. So we're getting close to that area where we might start to top out a little bit. And I will obviously keep you guys informed as I start to see these things happen. Keep a lookout for the trade plans tomorrow. And I will see you same time, same channel for the post-market breakdown. Have an excellent, excellent day. And we will conquer the markets together tomorrow. Cheers.